what's happening here that's not happening anyplace else.
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole, Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
It's the roll up, it's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and I am kicking it with the illest. Larry on CJ, what do you do?
Everything gravy, man. Hell of a day, long day today, but we're here to deliver as usual, man. It's like USPS, rain, sleet, hail, snow. We won't get too much of that down south, but we'll get some hail here and there. Yeah, pull up, man. Ready to do the thing. What it is, see?
Man, I'm pretty good. I was kind of throwing off a little bit today. To the fans, my apologies. I know we told y'all at 5:30. Majority of my fault had a meeting that ran a little late at work, longer than I expected, and then got on I-10 heading back to work, and it was like a huge crash or whatever that had me stuck in traffic. Well, not stuck in traffic, the standstill for like 45 minutes to an hour.
Right.
So once it got moving and kind of realized what happened, it was a major wreck, and it said a couple people had passed away or whatnot. That's the word. But then, news travel quickly with, social media and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So kind of put things in perspective, made me calm down a little bit, slow down a little bit, realize like, man, I'm tripping over.
Still got to make it home alive, baby.
Right, you feel me? Tripping over 30, 40 minutes or, running behind,
Right.
Some people ain't coming home, period, man. So definitely was a little humbleness there. So all good.
That's real. That's real. Making it home, I say it all the time. Whenever I make it home from Orlando, man, that's a blessing. Every time I hit that doorstep, dog, or my driveway, I consider it a blessing, man, because I lost so many people on that highway on just regular ass accidents, bro. So and we here, nonetheless, a little late, but we with the shenanigans and the shits. How's y'all boys' week going? Been a lot going on in pop football world, man. I got to get up out of here and head to practice a little later, but how you doing Pop Warner wise, man? Did you hear about the Talib situation with his brother? Yeah,
man. So it's crazy, to kind of be in that world of coaching like you are within the Pop Warner, and then you see a situation like that happen. So I got a story, of course, not to that extent, but I have a story from last year. One of my as far as coaching, one of the first game of the season, my team and another team, the players that got into a fight, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess a mother or something didn't like how her son got hit or something like that, so she runs on the field and started fighting with the damn kid or whatever.
I tell you get some pass too. Give her some pass.
Right, that's all she. Knowing her, man, she's the type of damn mama that'll welcome the damn pass. I promise you. So I say that to say this, as far as keeping your temper and being cool. We gotta understand it's still a children's game, so that mom suspended for the rest of the year. That type of stuff. She wasn't even able to go to any games, anymore her son's game leading up to that season for something stupid like that. So it's a kid's game. We got to understand what we're really dealing with, man. So I know it's kind of funny, man. That story is kind of funny, but it's not.
No,
funny.
It ain't kind of funny. It's fucking hilarious to run
man.
Off the sideline.
Now imagine
fight a kid.
So
you didn't like how your kid got hit.
And some of these kids out there, I might want to fight hit my son the wrong way. What's some big ass kids out there?
No, not hit. As far as fighting, it was fighting at that point in time. It was after.
Oh yeah. Then all bets are off.
Yeah.
The fight start. I'm not. Here's the thing, bro. Finish your shit, CJ. You got a story to get to.
No. I was saying. So imagine if the other parent or the other kid saw that or whatever. Then that parent run on the field, and then next you know it's a whole down. Yes, it's a brawl basically. Everybody go get involved and it go left, and it could have been a situation just like what happened in Texas. So it's
just not that serious, bro.
Right, it's not that serious. Let the kids be kids, and understand it's about them having fun at first, man. So I know competitive spirits could get flowing and stuff like that, man. But just imagine what he's thinking right now in that cell. Like, damn, I got all pissed off, and now my whole life fucking blown away because of some dissident agreement. Then this guy here, I think he was a coach, right?
Yeah, I do want to give out his name and he's from South Florida. But police say 43-year-old youth football coach Mike Hickman was allegedly shot to death by 39-year-old Yaqub Talib, a coach of the opposing team and brother of ex-NFL Aqib Talib. A disagreement between two youth football coaches in Texas allegedly led to a deadly shooting during a game Saturday evening. According to the Lancaster Police Department news release, 43-year-old football coach Mike Hickman was allegedly shot to death by 39-year-old. A coach on the opposing team. Yeah, you already said that. Police said the shooting happened at 9 a.m. at the community park. 9 p.m. I was about to say, bro, you didn't eat breakfast yet, cuz. About 15 miles outside of Dallas. Pretty much it was a disagreement over calls made by the officiating crew that led to a physical altercation. And there it just pretty much escalated to, a gun being pulled and Hickman being shot. Rest in peace to that brother. Condolences to his family. Just an overall sad situation, man. It's just not worth it, bro. It's kids out there. Them kids are going to be traumatized for a long ass time with that type of shit going on, man. More PTSD for just unnecessary shit.
Correct, man.
Right.
She didn't get to that point in the first place, man. Now people's lives are changed completely. I'm talking about completely lives are completely altered due to that situation. All of us over a small disagreement, man. So it's just a sad situation, man. And you gotta understand, man. Don't let your emotions get the best of you at these youth football games going through the fall and stuff like that. Man, understand it's about the kids having fun. That's the main objective, right? Having the kids doing something productive while learning, how to work within the team and stuff like that, team building, character building, and letting kids be kids and letting them have fun, man. So
why you got the 5 tuck that department? Are you at the party with the kids? You got your 5 tuck? That's a little much for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
if anything, leave it.
They say never get caught lacking, but it just I got way less. Well, no, I won't say that because I had a neighbor that would pull up inside the neighborhood, right around the block, and we'd just be having a barbecue, playing beer pong and shit. And this man has his gun on him, and I'm like, bro, you don't think maybe you're inviting more negative energy with that than you are detracting, trying to push it away? So, I feel you, in the sense of why really have it there, because there's just a lot of times it's better not to have a fire on you, because it can trigger hit a hair trigger, right? So this is all we got going on is a lot of people upset. It did look like it might have got a little bit physical from the quick clip we got, and then next thing you know, somebody shot. There's lives lost. But the truth of the matter was, it probably at worst should have been maybe a fist fight, maybe. But either way, like C said, just keep in mind this is youth sports. These are children. The stakes really aren't that high. And if you're making them that high, that's on you. That's not on the kids. Referees are going to make mistakes. They're humans. So we don't even really know exactly what happened, other than, it kind of seemed like maybe it was a disagreeable call, something like that. At the end of the day, though, it's a man dead because somebody didn't like call, press, ref, coach, whatever. There's a lot of confusion around it. It's just way too far for a simple game. Little league game, man. You talking Pop Warner football. That shouldn't happen. So, like I said, rest in peace to bro.
Stone Cold Drip was good. What's good, bro? We see
Appreciate it, man. What's good, man?
Yes, got it going already, man. Yeah, I mean, Akib has been around. That family, Talib family, has been around this violent situation. So I don't that's what I'm saying. This is one thing, but if you look at the history of Akib, I think he had an incident where the boyfriend of his mother was murdered or something like that, and he was involved in some crazy shit. He's got a history of just violence and shit around him as well. So I think that's people wonder why his name came up real quick, and of course his brother and that name is big, but just around that family right now, it's a lot of bad energy toward with violence and that type of shit. So just sad situation, man. So condolences to anybody that know him, family.
But he apparently was a Canes fan.
Everybody say he was a South Florida. Yeah, he was a UN fan, right?
Yeah. So again, prayers out, and just anybody listening, man, it's just kind of take a moment and reflect on consequences of your actions, right? What's going to end up more than likely happening in this situation is there's a man dead, quite possibly a father. I don't know his whole entire life. I think he was a father.
He was a father, correct.
So children don't have a father anymore. very likely someone's going to go to jail. So now what you got is 2 families completely devastated over a football game, over a Pop Warner football game. So, just kind of put your attitude in check, your temper in check, and just think of consequences. This ain't worth it, no matter what. It's tragic both ways. It doesn't even matter. Either way, both families are going to be affected more than likely in extremely devastating ways. So
it was his sister's boyfriend.
Keep that in mind.
It was his sister's boyfriend.
Talib
who shot at.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that story.
Them boys ain't playing around with the 5, man.
I ain't a big fan of him, man. I remember he snatched the chain off of Crabtree neck.
Oh yeah, 49.
I was pissed about that shit.
That was a nice little snatch. Them boys are creep, man. They street as hell.
It felt
that snatch wasn't no regular football snatch. That was I snatched the chain before snatch. He was a jack.
Yeah, he didn't did it before.
Minimum.
Right, yeah.
He had some practice with it.
But the thing I had an issue with is I was like, bro, everybody here rich, right? So like,
you snatching
what
my
are you
name.
doing? Yeah, like
it's the principle of it though.
But it felt like to me a little more like the energy was a little bit more like I thought it was kind of weak, to be honest with you.
I think it's corny to snatch another millionaire's chain, bro.
Right, because they both millionaires. That's exactly my point.
It was just on some ego shit though. Like,
right,
I'm bitching you. It wasn't really about the value of the chain. It was just a key to leave on some street shit.
Yeah, if it would have been just like some, like some regular, snatching chains, like, okay, well that's aggressive. But I was like, bro, why you snatching this chain? Like, you don't get to keep it. Like, it's not over now. Like, I snatched his chain, but I never liked him. I really wasn't a fan of him before that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
big joker in that.
I was like, all right,
the chain snatching was the big joker.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody hanging out, man. Stone Cold already shooting some bread, man. We appreciate that. We appreciate y'all patience and everything, man. But where you at with it? See, y'all got a Jamboree this weekend?
Yeah, you got the Jamboree this weekend. Yeah, it's crazy because my middle son's birthday is on the same day as Jamboree, that Saturday, so it's gonna be an interesting day. But yeah, these boys looking ready. Yeah, he was kind of pissed off.
No, I'm sorry, my bad, bro. I just saw my mom in the comments.
Yeah, I saw that too. So saying, hey fellas, I'm all for.
That's my mom. How you ask my mama? What's going on?
I didn't know that was your mom. I just realized that. I thought that was a smooth comment.
That's my mother, man.
Well, I just said I knew that was your mom. I read the comment rather.
Yeah, she ready to go. Yeah, because she ain't gonna deal with all.
Well, once you said that my mom, I knew exactly what you was talking about.
Right. Yeah. Love you, mom.
All right, shout out to Mama Larry for pulling up. I need my mama to pull up now.
I told you she'll check it out for a little bit. She ain't gonna deal with all the foul language and whatnot.
Yeah, my mom's so super saved too. She can get up out of here.
Yeah. So got the Jamboree this weekend, so we'll see how it play out. And my son was kind of pissed that his birthday landed on the Jamboree. He's like, man, I want to go out and do hood rat shit with my friends or whatever. Don't want to be at no Jamboree or whatever. So we gonna see how we play it. I'm gonna try to have a little sleepover and map it out or whatever. But other than that, man, real good.
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be his first tackle game. I don't know what to expect, but these boys didn't have no practice yesterday because of the weather, and they had some equipment issues. It's a little weather today, but they heading out there. It should be a good game. We'll see what's up. Let's get into some Big 3 talk. Y'all ready? Y'all good?
Let's do it.
Shout out to the great folks. Oh, we got to run an ad real quick. Hey, the Sanford 3 interview. Knew I was forgetting something. The Sanford 3 interview is done, complete. We put a trailer out for that today. If you haven't checked that out, go follow us on Twitter and all that. Fire your trailer. The Bows is hilarious. I don't know if y'all got a chance. I sent y'all the link. I don't know if y'all got a chance to break that shit down, but great episode, man. I can't wait.
Not today because it was a little too big for me. I was wild and trying to. You sent it in the text mate with the group chat rather earlier, saying what the size of it was. I just paused, but I just didn't really pay too much attention to it. I still try to play on the phone, but it was too big. So I'm
huge file. That file was like 40 gigs, man.
Yeah, it was. So I'm downloading to the laptop today, and we go have a go at it after we get off. Actually,
shit, fire, bro.
I already know, man. I was there in person. All right,
we got some stories, dog.
Right,
we got some great legendary stories.
Shout out Reggie B. He contributed via super chat.
Reggie, what it do, baby?
He said, "Where is he? He's one of y'all."
Yeah, you got to be.
He a Gator. I'm trying to figure out the question because he said where the UN bravado went. So I don't know, like if you asking like as a
my boy Hole say you coming to snap some shit, man.
Went along with the wave. It's with the wave.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get into that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I want to answer this question, but I'm like, it depends on. Tell me who you're a fan of, Reggie, and then I can answer the question appropriately.
Yeah, until then, Harlan, run the clip of the he's a Gator from Belgrade. Hey man, that boy, they're already all the way authentic.
Oh,
that's my man's right there. I appreciate him $3, bro.
Go ahead and play that shit, man.
Yo.
You know, I guess the beginning of everything, you know what I mean? It was, I don't know. You know what I mean?
No, that was started ass already, boy.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That kid's beating his ass already.
You say the state championship game, 21 down. We really wasn't panicking because we've been in that situation. 21-7 going into halftime.
Y'all was laughing.
We were laughing because we
I was pissed.
Right. Was Florida State ever in the picture for any of y'all?
Because at the time it was because of Bobby Bowden, man. He was like almost, I ain't gonna say, you know what I mean? He was just really old. And I remember on my recruit, you know what I'm saying? He was just basically going through the
After I went to Florida first, I fell in love with it. But when I went to Miami, that shit was different. You know what I'm saying? We just blended in with everybody, and everybody made you feel at home. I spoke to Rohan Marley for like an hour.
University of Florida selling the Percy role. What was that like in the recruiting process?
Actually horrible, man. Like, my mama signed off Miami off the real. It was kind of hard to tell Urban Meyer no. When you know what I mean?
Lie.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a story about Urban too.
Oh, man, I didn't go to prom because I thought that was just so. I was done with high school because I was flying out the Baton Rouge. Like I'm telling you, that Miami was there's a whole nother like. See, the difference between Gainesville and Miami is like you partying on South Beach, so you partying with Lil Wayne, you know what I mean, and stuff like in Gainesville, you going to.
You are Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
you are Lil Wayne.
That's exactly
like Tallahassee and Gainesville. Come on, like he said, would you want to go play beer pong?
Yeah.
Or you want to go on South Beach with Uncle Luke? You know what I'm saying? Right. So it was like
what you want to do. It is what it is.
It's a little different down
It's called
south,
Gaines
man.
Vegas.
Gaines Vegas.
What are you going to school for? I mean, are you going to school to party? Or are you going to school to get your lesson and play football?
I would have went to party.
You would again?
Yo, Rolo.
Shout out to my man One Wheel on the music, man. Be sure to visit that interview is dropping Thursday. Subscribe. Y'all, everybody that's in here like this as well, man. Get this shit trending a little bit. But yeah, that episode's dropping Thursday morning. And then we'll drop a Friday episode of our regular show. But the roll-up is brought to you by the great folks at Gramco. Be sure to visit thegramco.com. Use coupon code ROLLUP25 for 25% off of all Delta 8 THC products. That includes the gummies of 3 different flavors: blue raspberry, watermelon, and fruit punch. The hard candy's coming in with a tropical orange, my favorite, fan favorite, man. It's getting out there in the streets. The word's getting out. Tropical orange is the move. That's the real wave. The first wave, ain't the second wave. It's the
Gummies was the first wave.
Yeah, gummies was the first wave, and this is the second wave. We got an actual second wave, and it's tropical orange. Right. The powder is where it's at, man. If you're not into sugary candy, if you got diabetes or something like that crazy in your bloodline, you can't do none of that gummies and that candy shit. We got some powder for you. You can put that in anything. Your soul food, your breakfast, your coffee, your tea, absolutely anything. Also, we have the unhand meat pre-rolls.
Oh yeah, the unhand meat pre-rolls, baby.
Absolutely. You can smoke those absolutely anywhere. Delta 8 is federally legal. Everything we're doing is legal, so no jump out, boys. Straight to your mailbox and discreet packaging. Am I saying that right? Packaging. Packaging.
Take your time, man. Ain't no rush. Do what you gotta do to get it right.
Cush is big, ready to get to the shits. No,
shout out to Reggie B said fuck, he throwing a couple more, man.
Fuck, $2 more.
Right.
And
Anthony Gregory.
Aunt Greg, man. What's good? Can't wait to chop it up in NOLA, man. We can't wait to see you.
Where's my dog? What's up, boy? Hey, make sure we straight in New Orleans, man. Make sure we straight, bro. Make sure we straight.
Yeah, make sure we straight.
Years
I heard what the weekend's like.
Or must be 21 years of age or older to order. TheGramCode.com.
Make sure we straight, cuz.
I'm pulling straight. Up. I'm straight. Nobody got to make sure I'm straight. I'm straight.
No, make sure we head into straight establishments.
Oh, okay. I got you, dog. I'm with
it's a decadent weekend, remember?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Man, how y'all feeling, bro? Y'all good? Big three talk. You gonna lead the way? I think CJ has some fireworks. What you got with it?
You got some
20s?
Oh yeah, top 20, baby.
Really?
Yeah, we can start off with recruiting. I told you before the games kick off.
All right.
But yeah, so
I had 2 more 3 stars.
Nah, baby, just one more.
You say that like y'all ain't got 8 of them motherfuckers, man.
Right,
we
for
don't.
real. You do.
We don't.
You absolutely do.
So we don't have 8 3 stars. I pull
How many you got? Pull it
up. 8. I promise you that. And the 3 stars we got.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that.
Florida hollering at.
I do not want to hear that shit.
Frankie Tenlau, they hollering at them.
You ain't
it ain't 8. Number one, it ain't 8.
You ain't gonna pull that 3-star with hard shit with me.
No, I didn't say that. First off, I didn't say that, and I wasn't even shooting at you. I was shooting at them other people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's 8 of them motherfuckers.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's 8 of them motherfuckers.
How you got that already?
No, it's right there on the websites.
Ain't nobody looking at that shit. Y'all fucking nerds talking about
nah, bro. Like you think you gotta give people real information on here. Like you thought we just make up 8 3 stars for no reason.
Yeah, y'all will. You lie on me all the fucking time. So it don't matter.
Yeah, I got more than us. But yeah, Keaton Kirkland recently committed to FSU.
Y'all want one out of 3 stars. Florida.
No, 3 stars do matter, bro. I'm not gonna say hey, whatever we want, we're gonna get. How about that shit?
Good.
Walk lightly around here.
Keep that energy when you
being
take
restored.
one.
What's up?
Keep that energy if you take them.
Was that the 3 stars?
Yeah.
Our floor is raising a little bit, man. Billy's letting his nuts hang, but CJ, get your shit off, man.
They ain't gonna stay 3s, but go ahead.
All right, so yeah, Keaton Kirkland spoke on the last podcast that it started the trend within FSU's favor, so he wouldn't care to commit it. Right,
that nigga knew 8 beforehand though.
Yeah,
you act like you was counting though. You phony as shit.
Nah, because you made me hesitate a little bit, like a motherfucker got a bump or some shit. You was talking like you knew for sure. So I'm like, hold on, let me go check for sure.
I already told y'all Connor Ludo counts because he's the number 1 and the number 2 center, so it's 7. I'm gonna let you get 7.
All right, bet.
Go ahead, though. My bad.
He made up his own rules, man.
Right.
Hey, I told y'all before he a center. They don't have a center ranking. But go ahead, man. My bad.
Nah, real
Charles Cox with the big guap, man. I appreciate that, Charles.
Charles Cox, man, for the dime piece, man. Appreciate that, bro.
You went $9.99. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more penny, man.
You probably got to type in 10. $9.99 is probably like right there on the click.
Right.
I'm not typing shit.
Hey, for the listeners that are not on YouTube, because I was listening to this on my car, I was like, bro, listeners that don't know we on visuals and YouTube and what this money means, they probably confused. So if you're listening on the podcast or Spotify or Apple and not watching the visuals on YouTube, there's a donation option. People could donate during the live show while we hanging out kicking it, just to keep everybody, in the fold of what's the hell going on right here.
Yeah, keep them engaged. But yeah, so Keaton Kirkland finally pulled the trigger to FSU over Kentucky. 6'1" 6'2", 190-pound defensive back, play corner or safety. I like this kid a lot. When I first kind of noticed the kid was the last cycle actually at a camp when Travis Hunter, that's when Travis Hunter was committed to FSU and he was on this domination of camp circus or whatever. And Kirkland played Trav really tough that camp. He did a pretty solid job in regards to guarding Trav. You guys know from the damn highlights that he was putting them, man. People want to touch the Trav, man.
Y'all ain't got Trav, but y'all got the Trav stopper, huh?
We got the Trav stopper, baby. Okay. Tell Dion come lining up, man. We got something for his ass. So yeah, he ended up committing, man, and it's probably, as far as his commitment video, man, it's probably the best damn commitment video.
Yeah, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna lie, I watched it.
Shit was gas, man. I like how he tied everything in, man. It was a real dope commitment video. So whoever put that together, whoever had the idea of it, man, shout out to you guys. That was a real dope video. But good job for the staff for this close on the deal, man. Because at first it was a bunch of crystal balls to Kentucky, and then talking to people that was kind of close to Keaton, Kentucky put a pretty decent NIL package together, man. It was once they told when the package, shit. To be quite honest with y'all, like shit, we not really. He definitely going to Kentucky or whatever. But they also said that FSU is a school that he really truly wants to go to or whatnot. So I'm pretty sure FSU came back and set him up pretty nicely.
Y'all been squaring up with Stoops a lot this cycle.
Yeah, Stoops been coming for us, man. And that's one thing about Stoops. He knows when it comes to like defensive backs and stuff, he knows what he's looking for with DBs. He'll pluck a DB or two, and he been getting us with as far as the last couple. Avery Stewart, he ended up committing because he was trending towards FSU, and then reports back then was Kentucky put a really big NIL package together, and he ended up committing to Kentucky. Jeremiah Anglin. Now I think we kind of cooled on Jeremiah Anglin for whatever reason. Just his official visits, he was supposed to come on. He didn't really come.
He cooled on y'all then.
No, I don't think I think the staff kind of cool, bro. And I think you guys, went away from him a little bit too. I don't know why. I think I told you from the jump. I think he was the truth. I think he was probably one of the better safeties in Florida, but for whatever reason, they kind of shied away from him. But to each his own. But they end up winning this one in regards to Keaton Kirkland. So good get for the staff, man, as far as finishing the job. That's all I got on the recruiting from. But yeah, top 20. I said last show that before game one we'll be top 20 for sure. We're currently at number 20 right now, and I feel like I think it'll be a couple more commitments before the actual game, before the actual first game is played. So going into September, we'll be in the teens, man. Probably between 16 to 18, depending on how things shake out.
Nice. You just say anything.
That's all I got as far as the recruiting front.
That like button is free. Everybody in here hit that like, share. That helps us build a community and it helps us train and all of that stuff, man. That like button is totally free, man. You ready, Larry? You got any
recruiting?
Yeah, we still got talking about recruiting.
Draw 2, skip me. not really going on right now as far as recruiting in Miami.
Y'all got some Louisville smoke out there. Yeah, something going on. Hova, it's they done Hova Heron is pulling up on y'all with the fire.
I don't address unsubstantiated rumors, but since you brought it up, actually, no. I think it has
substantiated. Whatever you said.
Yeah, I think Iverson and those guys are
kind of close.
It ain't un.
Yeah, Andrew Iverson.
At the time when you first sent that, it wasn't a lot behind it. However, it does look like the Washington Twins have set up a visit to Louisville.
So a visit has been set up. Oh.
Yeah, as I do believe. Hold on, I'll double check real quick.
Has been set up. You talking about a visit?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Washington Twins plan to officially visit Louisville this fall. So
John been torturing these boys for years, man.
I don't know who John is, but you talking Papa John?
No, John Hova Heron, man. You know John.
I don't.
He's worked at Florida State in Florida.
Hova?
Yeah.
I swear, I only know him by Hova. I really know his first name.
I said that too. John. I said Hova.
You said John Hova something. It threw me off. But if you would say Hova, I knew this is who you talking about.
Yeah, you should know. He done ran him down on y'all so many times. He's still doing that shit in Louisville, man. That shit crazy.
Hey, shout out to Patrick for the donation, man. Things of that nature, baby.
Things of that nature for the Patrick Van Lanty.
We had a things of that nature question on the timeline.
I did see that.
I'll bring it up later.
But yeah, they're going on the official. So God bless those kids.
What does that mean for your wide receiver room, which is already?
It will probably be. It's more threatening to the wide receiver room than linebackers. Robbie is. I think he has good potential. But like that, there's still another linebacker out there that UM's interested in. So maybe it just turns into a situation where, he's just they've been the package deal kind of the whole time, right? So maybe there's a possible split there. So they're maybe exploring the Louisville situation. I'm not a fan of being held hostage to any type of any type of package deal. I just think it's bad business. So even with brothers, I'm not going. We don't negotiate with terrorists. So if that's what it ultimately turns into, I understand it, and I respect it from the brother standpoint too. I absolutely do. So we'll see how that shakes out. They got to visit. Louisville's been doing a little thing, doing their thing a little bit. Yeah, they're doing a good job.
They got the double and they got South Florida ties. They cooking up a little bit.
Remember that conversation we had? Like you said, they got the duffelites for this cycle. Remember that conversation we had as far as a non-traditional team within the conference?
I remember you saying that first. Yeah. We definitely gonna give you credit for that. You're one of the first people to really kind of step out and say, hey, these guys are.
And I hate it because the motherfuckers in the damn Atlantic. You feel me?
Yeah. You definitely.
They're about to change now. They're about to change that with the. Remember they're doing after this year. They're kind of doing away with the coast in Atlanta. They're doing the shuffle as far as the schedule.
Oh yeah. After this season,
I mean, both of those Kentucky programs traditionally have got into the shits in basketball recruiting. They just starting to care about football now. Mm-hmm. So you're starting to see them flex the muscle.
Yeah, the money decent in Kentucky for sure. The money decent there with University of Kentucky and Louisville. Both of those programs got money
for sure.
Can't be mad at it. But so we'll see. Ultimately you got to run your program the way you want to run it. You can't really, I still think I like the linebacker. I think he has good potential. But if you ultimately want to kind of move in a different direction, you can't really be mad at it because when you're looking at Bobby, you have Nathaniel Joseph, who offers a lot of the same skill set. So ultimately, if you have to lose him, the bigger move there to me is, okay, let's try to get another bigger outside wide receiver, and then maybe a possession type receiver.
Y'all just need a body. Y'all just need people at this point.
Well, we got bodies unless they decommit. So we'll see,
Right.
We'll see ultimately what they decide to do. And Robbie's the wide receiver. So I'm sorry, is Robbie the wide receiver?
Yeah, Robbie's the receiver.
Yeah.
And Bobby's the
linebacker.
When the hell Robbie became a 3? That's why we got more damn 3s.
He was always a 3.
That's why he was a 4. Let me see. I think 247 got him as a 4. Yeah. The composite got him as a 4 on here. When you click on his actual bio, he's a 93. He's a .9354. So,
man, we're gonna keep counting your 3 stars all show now.
Nah, I mean we gotta do that. I'm just saying, like that's what's got me thrown off. If you look at it the way CJ just looked at it, I'm sure off 247. If you don't click on his actual profile, it does say 3. But then when you click on his profile, he's a 4-star composite, and 247 has him as a 4-star at a 94 grade. So.
What's up with your man's Emory Williams? He's saying he's going to take an Arborin visit.
Oh,
you think he sticks?
Swing. I mean,
quarterback Emory Williams. He's from the Panhandle, I believe. Go ahead.
Listen, it's just smart for him to do it. I never expect him to completely stick through it. Sound good talk, but coming in at the same time, in the same class as a guy that some people feel like may be the best quarterback in this class. I'm a little. My personal favorite is Nicholas. I am Avila. I think he's just really, really talented. But I think Jaden's, right there on his heels. Makes sense. It just does. Maybe he got caught up in the moment and a little bit of the hype. So we'll see if he goes on over to Auburn.
I think Emory Williams a killer. I don't think he give a fuck about none of that shit.
Well, then run him off. But I mean, we'll see. He's going to take the visit. And remember, again, we said,
I don't think he's making any decision based on Rashad. Is what I'm saying. I don't think he care about that shit.
Perhaps not, right? And it's something we said previously is, hey, get on campus, test it out a little bit. Maybe feel there's bias because coaches can do that too. They may get a little biased to a guy that was a little more heralded. And if you just don't feel like a best fit, where you're really getting a true shot at competition, just transfer. So I wouldn't be angry. I wouldn't have. I mean, I'm not gonna be angry either way, but I wouldn't judge that decision either way negatively. if you want to go check out Auburn and hey, Auburn could be the landing spot. If I was in this corner, I'd say congratulations. I wouldn't personally go in with 2 QBs just because it just doesn't make a ton of sense. But if that's what he ultimately decides, I respect that as well. So we'll see. We'll see how that shakes out. He did. He did. I did see that article where he mentioned going to visit those guys. So we'll see ultimately how that works out. I think I mentioned before when we talked about where we may pivot in the safety room with with obviously our top 2 targets making commitments, to other schools. I mentioned a couple of names. Let me make sure that I don't forget the others. Oh, great. You logged me out. Cool. I know Matt King's another name we're looking at, possibly at the safety room.
Adding to that 3-star pile?
Hey, man. Clearly that's the vibes, right?
Well, look at it this way, man. If Bobby ended up going to Louisville, man, that'd be one less 3-star.
Yeah, quit bringing my grades down. Even though it's still higher than y'all's. But
it's a bright side to all of this, man.
That's what you got to do. Make lemonade, man. Make lemonade. Make lemonade. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it actually ended up logging me out of that particular article I was looking at. But yeah, ultimately, we're going to look around more at safety for sure because, the top targets ended up backing out. Give me just a second. Matter of fact, Silk Grad, pick up real quick for me and I'll come back. I'll swing right back. Yeah, it logged me out of the article, man. I had it sitting here right here for me. Go ahead. My bad.
All good, man. I got a whole lot going on in the recruiting department. I do think we're going to get a commit this week, at least one. No, I'm not going to say any names, but DJ Mustard may be in the building. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what's up. I think we may get a commit this week. Nonetheless, I think we're going to get one before the season start. A guy that got an article that dropped out, Chad Simmons dropped an article on Caden McDonald, 4-star defensive tackle. Depending on what site you on. I don't know how this kid's not a 5-star. When you look at his production, kid got 58 tackles for loss, 100 tackles, and this is an interior defensive lineman. Those numbers are insane.
He had that was his season stat?
Correct.
Damn, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, 19 sacks.
That's very impressive.
That type of production. You look at his size, athleticism. It's like Sharif
Floyd.
I
think you talking about career shit for a season. That's some shit.
Nah, he a bad man.
Real quick.
What's up? What you got?
USMC Gator twins. Shout us
15.
to 5. Appreciate that, bro.
You see, he loves seeing Larry Young and Kwame Moore.
No, he said I hate. He said, "What up, fellas?" Man, I hate seeing Larry. Yeah, what he put and Kwame Moore right now. You ain't seeing me.
Larry ain't mourning. What are you talking about?
Kwame,
I definitely ain't mourning. Maybe Kwame. I'm definitely the more balanced. Kwame's your jump off the roof type dude. That's funny. Even though you didn't pay Justin, I'm gonna say he said Larry. Well, he said Larson, but I know that's supposed to be me. It constantly gets corrected to that. Got to get his readers on to see that. It wasn't that, dog. It just logged me out of the article I had pulled up. But go ahead, Silk. My bad.
No, you good. You good. I think Caden McDonald. Caden McDonald is a beast. I don't know how he's not a 5-star. I think he's Sharif Floyd in that mold. I think he has a high ceiling. I don't know if we're gonna get him. He's coming down to some big dogs. SEC. He's traditional guys. He's from Georgia. So Georgia's in the mix, Bama's in the mix, LSU, the usual suspects. We'll see where we're at with it. I do feel good where we're at in his recruitment. He's saying he want to take all his visits right now and make a decision in October. Will Norman said similar things before he popped this past week. I'm not saying he may pop, but I wouldn't be surprised if he make an earlier decision. We're doing very good in that recruitment. Defensive line recruiting is on some top-notch elite shit, championship caliber defensive line recruiting. I know Florida State, y'all got some good recruiting. Y'all was talking y'all shit earlier, defensive line wise, and y'all still got a good class.
Yeah, our D-line class pretty decent, but no, I think that's gonna be interesting. And we probably, and I know you're after Jordan Hall, he's probably the only guy we'll take as far as the close out the class. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out, and we can definitely compare. But that is a good conversation. I like y'all class a lot, though.
I think the race of a Jordan Hall is tighter than people want to.
No, it is. It's not all Georgia.
Not at all.
Not at all Georgia. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, if he ends up within one of our classes, that'd be pretty good. But no, I think both of the D-line classes are pretty good. But you guys definitely put some shit together this weekend.
Go Dogs, y'all.
We've been fattening. We got Kirby in that locker scary. He ain't coming out that bitch right now.
Oh, really? Y'all rank higher than them right now?
And then you just sit tight. Tight.
My boy. Yeah, my boy about to bring that number 1 class in. I like it.
I ain't say all that.
No, that's what
I said no, it ain't. George, you think George finna finish number 1? I don't think so. They ain't on that. They ain't having that type of.
I don't know. They're pretty good at closing. They're pretty good at dropping that bag like in the 11th hour. So,
yeah.
They ain't gonna finish lower than 3, but I think they can get 1. I think they can do it. George, one thing I know about George being a George boy,
it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be tough. Don't get me wrong, but I know they'll drop that duffel off.
So the top 5, who I think will remain the same currently right now, is Alabama, Notre Dame, Texas, Ohio State, and Georgia.
I think Notre Dame can slip a little bit.
They got 23 on right now.
Notre Dame class is fucking elite.
It's nice. It is very nice. They got 23 commits.
Yeah. So they probably taking a couple more. So we'll see how that play. Yeah. I don't know, but
there's no number. They can keep going though. That's the thing.
That's right. There's no limit. There's no limit.
There's no limit.
No, it is no limit because you still got to stay on the 85.
They weed that shit up.
No limit. Yeah, exactly. No limit within your scholar. I mean, no limit.
For the season. Yeah,
you can
keep it on the 85 scholars.
Oh, man, you can clean that shit out in the back end, motherfuckers. They've been doing that for years.
I mean, maybe, but
they saving.
You still got to worry about your PR a little bit. You can't just be like, young man.
Shit, these motherfuckers will be cleaning the house.
No, I mean the kid's gonna be.
How long you been here? 4 years.
Oh yeah, it's time.
Yeah, 4 years. Listen, I'm not gonna judge you at 4. At 4 years, you gotta go regardless. Ain't no more scholarship, bitch. You gotta go ahead and graduate.
Oh, you ain't graduate? You ain't going to summer school?
Yeah, man. Yeah, 4 years. That's it. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not saying I think they're gonna do poorly at all by any means. But I can see them dropping out the top 5.
Man, we ain't seeing none of that shit, man. We running up on Kirby with the 5. What you talking about?
I hear you.
In Georgia, in Bama. Run up on both of them boys, man. Billy with the shits. I do think, too, also, core money. I've been saying from go. We just had to find the duffel. Though everybody chill in the bunker. We gonna do no hating, no saltiness, no personal attacks. We just gonna vibe, man. When it's our time to step, we gonna step. You know?
Y'all gonna pay him illegally?
Who?
You know what I'm talking about, man. Come on.
Illegally?
Yeah.
It's legal. You can pay people.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, you cannot. You can't give a recruit no money.
I know you can't, but you can.
Oh, that we do it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it this entire time. I don't know. I'm not saying. I think Cormani is not gonna go all the way to signing day.
You don't think so?
I think Cormani decides if not within the next. I think in the next couple months at the latest.
Shit, you might wait to sign the day then.
Nah, I don't want to put no timeline on nothing crazy, but I'm just hearing some smoke about him being tired of the recruiting process and the momentum, everything that's going on right now, the vibes. I like where we at with it.
All right, I hear you, man. Well, God bless him, man. Hope he makes the right decision for his life, man.
And Keon Keeley too is another one. The tight end out of Tampa that's committed to Notre Dame. That's another kid we're working on. Elite shit. I know our tight end recruiting, we say we wouldn't send out no new offers. So I'm starting we didn't send out no new offers at linebacker and we doubled back on some shit. So we ain't send out no new offers at tight end. We kind of just say, yo, our board is our board and we might shut it down. But I'm hearing there's some Keon Keeley smoke. If he decommits from Notre Dame, I love where we at with it. With him.
Where's he from?
Tampa.
Oh, okay. Right in your backyard. Well, now
everybody, but everybody want this kid. Like this is the best of the best right here. So this is gonna be a great victory if we get it. You know what I'm saying? If he decommits, because Notre Dame and they got some shit going on out there, but we got some shit cooking too, man. And we got to take care of this state. That's where it's at. And we start locking this shit down and grabbing the elite kids and getting them to decommit from programs that we got a slow start on. That's just great vibes, man. You know, that's what you want to do.
What's he going to play? Because I just peeked in the comments, and it looks like there's like a little bit of argument if he's going to play DN or tight end. Like, are y'all recruiting
DN?
At DN?
DN.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wasn't sure exactly where y'all were looking at him at. Because you said y'all were looking at shutting down tight end recruiting. So,
yeah. Scholarships.
Yeah,
I did say tight end. I'm all over the place a little bit.
Okay, yeah, that's what threw me off.
I did say tight end.
So y'all are looking at him as a defensive end.
That DN room, I think we're taking 7 guys, but like there's no numbers. I originally told like 6, 7 guys, but we're close to that right now, and we still got D tackles to get. Another kid was the Tamarion Terry was another edge rusher that decommitted recently from Penn State. I know we were still recruiting him. There just ain't no number on it. Every time I ask somebody around the program what's the number we taking, they just say, yo, it ain't. We just stockpile it. And the way we stockpiling right now, we ain't just stockpiling 3 stars. The blue chip ratio is number 2 in the country. So we stockpiling elite talent right now.
I mean, that's smart because they ain't all going to stick. They ain't got transfer portal, so you just bring in the best. Bring the best and the most bodies you can. See who sticks and who slide up out of there. But I much rather risk bringing in too much talent than not enough.
Yeah. It's been all our problem.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's smart.
It's been all our problem, bro. Not enough talent, bro. So I like where we at with it. I do think, like, right now, like, where this class can end up at, the game still got to get played. But when you're getting kids close to the situation, Florida kids, they understand where the program's at, the trajectory, the vision. A lot of times the record could matter and it may not matter. It just depends if these kids are bonding together, they got relationships, how the class is built. All those things matters and with keeping the class together. And we'll see how it all plays out. But right now, good start. I think we're in top 10, number 10 class. I think Miami's number 9. Florida State's in the 20s.
Last I checked, on 247.
Right. Season kickoff, order will be restored when season kickoff.
That's right. Absolutely.
You got Camp Talk.
What you got?
Go ahead, Bubba.
Nah, should I jump into it then?
Y'all boys got to figure this shit out quicker, ain't it? Duquesne on the horizon.
He ain't playing with y'all. They got as many national titles as y'all.
Hey, we got to stop with that shit, man.
It scare you motherfuckers. One ready to pull out. Let it know what it is.
We got to stop with that, man. You told
I'm just telling you what it. I'm just telling you.
That wasn't even before segregation, like we said, right? Shit was.
What's y'all injury? Y'all getting banged up too?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to start with. So running back or walk-on running back, rather, CJ Campbell, he had broke his ankle during the scrimmage, so he's out for the season. He was probably looking at 5th on the depth chart, but he was a pretty good running back. Had some flashes during the scrimmage, so he was a walk-on guy.
Oh man, why you telling us this, man? Come on,
because he
juicy stuff.
That man ankle matter, bro.
Right?
No, it don't eat fifth.
Man, come on, man. Come on.
His ankle matters to me as a human being, but in the game of football, your 5th string running back ankle do not matter.
It doesn't. So this next one is kind of weird to me.
I asked about injuries. He just answered the question, bro.
I know.
I don't think he was leading with it.
No, I wasn't leading with it, but just so you asked, I kind of jumped into that. But to kind of segue from that, they moved receiver rather, Joshua Burrell, who was a redshirt fresh receiver towards Achilles last year. They moved him to running back, which I thought was kind of interesting. I'm not sure why, because I think we have 4 healthy, good scholarship running backs that's going to take the majority of the snaps with Trey Benson, Trayshawn Ward, Lawrence Todd Philly, and the freshman Rodney Hill. So that was pretty interesting to me. I said the transition was pretty seamless. He looked pretty good. And what also stood out, might compare him to former Memphis player and current, I think it's the Eagles. Yeah, Washington, not the Redskins. We are Washington Redskins. I'm sorry. Antonio.
Mike
the Commanders. My bad. Antonio Gibson, who was a former player at Memphis, former receiver rather. They converted him over to running back, and he's around the same bill, around 215, 220 pounds. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't foresee him.
He that big?
Burrell's that big.
Burrell's
that big. Yeah, you talking about Gibson or Burrell?
Burrell.
Yeah, he's that big. Yeah, the kid is solid. So that was pretty interesting. Like I say, he's a pretty solid guy, so he can take the pounding. But I don't foresee him making an impact this year. But
that sounds nuts. That sounds nuts.
Hey, y'all boys gotta watch out, man.
I was gonna say that sounds nuts, bro. I wasn't gonna say shit. I'm trying to be more dope on the show.
Hey, a
disclaimer.
I was gonna play wear and tear, but that don't sound any better fucking with y'all, boy. Right?
A disclaimer. We started about 45 minutes to an hour late, so I was already in my bag a little bit. You can't be saying something like, "He looks like he could take a pound," and me just not be silly. That's all. I know I'm being silly, but
yeah. All right, let me put it this way. I think he could.
Don't ever put me under that description.
I think he could be a tough runner.
Yeah, he could take a pounding. No, I could not.
I haven't offended, sir.
Yeah, you got me fucked. Oh man,
I think he could be a tough runner. So that was a pretty interesting comment to compare him to Gibson. Darius Washington, he's been getting a lot of work at center and guard. I said on the previous pod, he had some snaps at center during the scrimmage. So he's getting back healthy from a little knee scope that he had from spring practice. This is a three-year guy, a 3-year starter rather within both tackle positions, but he isn't the prototypical tackle size. He's more so an inside guy. He was one of our best run blockers last year. So a lot of people within the fan base have been asking for this, saying that, as far as Darius Washington should be pretty good on the inside. So we're kind of seeing that now. And Mike spoke highly of him as far as a transition. Mike also said the entire offense is completely open to Jordan Travis. He has a complete understanding of the playbook, knows the ins and outs of it. Within year 3, you should expect that, right? But again, he has complete control. It's also times where Mike will go up to, or been multiple instances rather, where Mike will go up to me and ask him about different concepts and plays just to get the idea of what Jordan is thinking. So I do like that as far as the camaraderie and just bouncing ideas back and forth, because like I said before, good coaches don't make the players adjust to them. Good coaches adjust to the players, right? So to have that conversation back and forth about what do you like, what works for you, how do you feel right here, that's a good thing. And for him to have a complete understanding of the offense, well, first of all, he wouldn't do that unless he has a complete understanding of the offense. Right. So that kind of goes hand in hand. And that's pretty much all I got, fellas, as far as camp talk so far.
What's your backup quarterback situation looking like?
Yeah, so it's looking like Tate Rudabaker. Tate
old Rudabaker.
All right, y'all gotta stop disrespecting my quarterback, man. Tate and
we talking about
AJ Duffy have been battling, and battling for the number 2 spot. I know people like to talk about Tate in past instances, but a lot of people are saying, even Mike said, he's looked pretty good in practices. I got to see it in games. Hopefully, we have the opportunity with Duquesne to get some real live snaps. We kind of see him when the bullets are flying.
I can't see that.
And Mike also, he did point out, like, the man was a true freshman. We see him as a true freshman and a redshirt freshman, right? So This is year 3 of it, and that's another thing. I know we talk about. I speak on it myself as far as making the process quicker than what it is, and having cats develop too fast and stuff like that. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that he was a young player, this, that, another. So I want to see him moving forward as far as the Duquesne game, and see if he is settling in and getting comfortable and with him being upperclassman. Now, kind of because the potential is there, man. Tate was a really good quarterback out of Valdosta. Put up a lot of good big numbers, like real big numbers. So a lot of people within the fan base was pretty high on Tate coming out, thinking he could be a player for us. So hopefully the light has came on, so we'll see once the season starts. But I think them two are battling out. I know Mike did say that Duffy, as far as like a freshman quarterback, he's been the furthest as far as on the mental side of it that he's had so far in his career. So that was pretty interesting too. So those two are still battling it out for the number 2 spot. Pretty sure we'll get an announcement about that within the next week or so.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I worry if Rudabaker is gonna get
It's Rudabaker.
Oh, my bad, Rudabaker. Is gonna get any snaps against Duquesne.
So I mean, if Espresso keep dropping balls against Cookman, boy, they're gonna be out there the whole game too.
Hey, that is what it is. A lot of scouts
Espresso
can't
is
see
never
him.
not funny, bro. That shit funny every time.
Hey, a lot of scouts came to see him though. They were very impressed by my boy. They were impressed by Restrepo and Jalen Rivers. Those are the two names that came up. There were 10 plus scouts out there, and those are two names that
you know what they probably saying there.
Real quick. Shout to the BB Low, man. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Shout to BB for the donation, $2, baby. Appreciate it.
No doubt. You know what the scouts had to be saying, like, bro, I used to come to this place, man, and the best players be like,
right, not no damn Espresso. I gotta go look at goddamn Espresso. Last time I came to this motherfucker, I was looking at damn Sean Taylor. Right before that, I was looking at damn.
Well, that's a long time ago, goddamn, like that.
No, I came to this shit. I see Andre Johnson, Santana Moss. I'm seeing Espresso catching balls.
Yeah, that's the best player on the team. Baby, I feel you, bro.
Goddamn, BB.
Yeah, I feel it, man.
BB Low dropped another dub. Appreciate that, man.
Drop the
you
dub,
can ask
baby.
a question, or whatever, man.
Yeah, get
but
your
we
shit
do
up,
appreciate the love.
Already.
Whatever you want, whatever you want to say, that shit gonna get addressed. Trust me, with that dub.
But injury wise, we have brought back Zion. He doesn't have the brace on. Again, it was just a scope. He's walking around. We're easing him back into the pro, into getting into practices. I would expect. This is my early prediction. I think he'll sit out game 1 against Bethune, and I expect them to start against Southern Miss as precautionary, if nothing else. It just, just doesn't make sense. I'm a Hurricane / Rattler. So we ain't worrying about no folks. So we're gonna preserve our guy. No, don't be sorry, my brother. Outside of that, we did have one pretty significant injury so far to Citizen, Trevante Citizen. He got nicked up pretty good. We don't have a timeline as of yet, just saying that it's significant. And not that I wish injury on, anybody, obviously, but it could kind of actually help our room shake out if it's a long-term thing. So we'll see, because so much of what I'd heard is this kid is just going to be too good to sit. And I think we have a really good running back room. So as of right now, there's no timeline. There's no real information other than he'll be out for a little while. Isaiah Horton was another injury, but his is expected to be just a few days from the information we collected so far. So I'd expect something maybe like a contusion, something in that realm. We're still doing injuries. You got any silk, or I still got a little more camp talk.
Get your camp shit off, man.
Okay. Let's see. So outside
real
of
quick, pound that like button, man. While we got a quick second, pound that like button, subscribe. If you got a few little dollars that you can spray us, and you want some questions to ask or some vibes to throw in here, just throw that shit in as well. The cush is big. Use roll up 25 at thegramco.com. All of that, man. It's roll up. It's the vibes. We appreciate y'all for hanging out.
Yeah, man. As far as the donations, y'all see, if you donate, we go. Whoever's talking, we go stop that point and make sure we address y'all. So if you want to do that, definitely show some love.
Know that. We had about I think they said 10 were there. Strepo stood out again. Rivers stood out. A guy that kind of stepped up was Khalil Brantley. I think he's going to be a damn good H-back. So he'll be a guy that can really thrive in the right system. But he's a name that I've heard repeated quite a bit lately. From the latest practices have been going on, the defense is looking really good. We have a team to have, especially compared to last year, a lot of depth this year on the defensive line. Last year, I definitely think that was a sore spot for us. I think this year it'll be a strength. So that is another bright spot in tackling. Tackling has been, kind of proclaimed as looking very clean, very productive, a lot of gang tackling. So something that we can kind of, I believe, put in the rear view. That defense under Kevin Steele so far is just looking good, man. Let's see. We got it's actually an interesting point from Keyshawn Smith. He's a guy, I mentioned on last show, that's emerging. One thing he did, though, note about playing under Josh Gattis versus Rhett Lashley is he gets to move around from playing wide to inside the slot. So he's kind of making a point of saying that, motions happen more often. Last season with Michigan, his top three receivers lined up in the slot about a quarter of the snap. So you just think about just being creative, and to me, I think that just makes a lot of sense. If you got a very talented guy, slide him inside every once in a while. Get that mismatch. Throw some confusion in. So, I mentioned before to you all, expect some confusion. Expect to be multiple. Again, Lashley's offense was effective, but it's pretty clear cut. Nothing too really complicated. This one will be a little bit more mirrors and lights and misdirection. Things will throw you off a little bit more. Also, Caleb Johnson is a name that he's starting to come along and solidify his position in starting rotation, which again I spoke on before. If you bring in these guys, these upperclassmen, these older guys, you're looking for starters. If you're not starting, we just honestly made a bad evaluation and we just really wasted a scholarship. But what we're hearing is Caleb is he's coming in, he came in a little bit later. So from what I'm hearing right now, I expect him to start. He's a fast guy. Change direction is good. He's able to track ball carriers. He's got some explosiveness. So and knowledge, obviously, from playing a good bit of football. Another name that has been standing out a little bit earlier is Akeem Mesidor, the West Virginia transfer. He's just disruptive, really violent hands from everything we're understanding. Film junkie, so he's not just satisfied with whatever did happen.
Hard work. He's putting in a lot of grit.
No, he black. These ain't just buzzwords this time. Yeah. But Mesidor has been another guy that has stood out as just a guy that can play both inside and outside. He's a pretty big guy, but I think they got him at about 270 right now. But he's just really violent, really explosive. So he's a guy that, depending on packages, will play inside or outside. So excited to see what he can do. He's a name that's never not been mentioned amongst everything else. And real quick, another little quick ACC. Is this Digital Network? Yeah, it's called Digital Network. Top 5 safeties. Number 1 would be Jamie Robinson out of FSU.
I ain't want to mention that, man. The people already knew that, but go ahead, bro. I saw that too.
Trying to show some love. I could
I ain't want to mention that though.
I be an asshole, but that's not who I am. Andrew McCuba from Clemson, number 2. Tanner Engel from NC State is 3. Brandon Hill, 4, and James Williams of Miami at 5. So some pretty good safety play. And I think, that's pretty much all we got right now so far as it pertains to spring ball and practices or fall ball, excuse me.
Already. Where I'm at with it, man. Fall camp. The ups and downs of fall camp, bro. My man AR.
Tell me about it.
Had an up and down day as far as throwing in the first 15 minutes of, them watching practice today. Wasn't terrible, but you just having a few passes. Before I get into that, injury-wise, Ricky Pearsall's out of the boot. Been out of the boot for a couple of days now. A couple practices at least. He's on the right track to be ready for the fall. We can need him. From what I'm hearing, he made the offense go. There's a noticeable difference when he was out of practice during the scrimmage, was what I'm hearing. He just separates a little bit different than everybody else in that wide receiver room. But when he's out, it's been Trent Whitmore that comes in. And also, it's another guy, Khalil Jackson, is taking some reps with the second team, which is a name that just popped out of the clear blue. Another wide receiver that's making some noise all camp and having a very good camp is Dejon Reynolds. He's one of the speedier guys. He has decent size, but he's faster than everybody else in that bunch and brings something different to the table. And I'm hearing he's having a pretty good camp. He caught a long pass from AR today, beat Avery Ham, who's also having a very good camp, beat him on a deep pass. So that's just good to hear that he's making those type of plays because we need guys that can separate and make plays down the field. Jamarcus Weston, also in that wide receiver room, was in a non-contact jersey, but participated with wide receivers. So not sure what his injury is and why he's not participating, but I mean, not being tackled, but that's where he's at injury-wise. Who else is out injury-wise? Arliss Bordenham, freshman tight end, who may get some reps just out of, just not a whole lot of action in that room. Odom, set out spring. Forget my other tight end name right now. But the only guy that we got returning with some productivity is Keelan Zipperer, and also got some action during the springtime. So Arliss Bordenham hasn't looked good from the clips I've seen this spring. So hopefully he can get back. His arm's in the sling right now, so don't look and sound good. Right? I don't know if it's something minor, major, or what it is. Not getting a whole lot of information, but he is in the sling. What else I got? Michael Tarquin is one of the guys from a leadership standpoint, from everybody that's out at practice, saying that he's just a leader. Very first to do a lot of stuff, leading the team in sprints when it comes to offensive linemen, guys in the trenches, just film study wise, rehab wise. He's just a guy that's on top of shit when it comes from that perspective and leadership. We're gonna need our tackles to be on point, man. So good to hear that from him. Some guys, I mentioned the starters last show, and I wanted to figure out who's the backups behind our starting offensive line. I'm hearing pretty much from left to right. Jordan Herman, the transfer that came in, is tackle.
That's the Louisiana one, though?
Nah, the Louisiana kid is starting. That's Torrance in Waits.
Oh, where did he come from then?
I have to look it up. I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head right now, man. I think he came from JUCO. He's one of the transfers that came in late.
Okay.
Austin Barber is the other tackle. Josh Brunn is a backup guard. Those guys right there, guys that he feel real good about as far as like a top rotation. So if somebody was to go down, that'd probably be the bank of guys they go to. Jay Slaughter is the backup center behind Uganku. I think I'm saying his name right. We just talked about this on Stadium McGill, and I'm pretty sure I got it wrong again. Whatever. That's it on offensive side of the field. Don't have a whole lot of updates. I'm hearing that the running back room is really good. Trevor Etienne is a guy that's going to play. Speaking of his homeboy Citizen, who you say is a hard guy to keep off the field, they're saying the same thing about Trevor. They got him in the kickoff return rotation. He's one of the guys that's going to be doing kickoff return, but I'm hearing that we could call this a four-head monster, man. It's going to be all four running backs may get 100 carries or some shit like that. But he's going to get some carries.
Exactly what I wanted for Citizen. I was hoping we can get him just in not to keep him completely off the field, but to get him in kick return role. I think he would excel there. And again, we still don't know as of now the extent of the injury, so we'll see.
No, I think they changed out for the season or something with Citizen.
Last intel I got, they didn't give us anything. I'll look real quick while we on, but go ahead. I'll see if they updated. Last I heard, it was.
I may be mistaken. I thought I saw
timeline as of yet. You know how they do. They try to kind of keep that on the wraps, but Go ahead.
That's all I got for the running back room. I spoke about receivers, spoke about tight end. Running back room is just leader in the room right now is Naquan. Then everybody's falling in line. Montrell, Lingard, and they're saying Etienne is just right in the thick of things. All those guys gonna get a shit ton of carries. It's gonna be a run heavy offense. The RPO, the read action shit is looking smooth. You know, that's what I'm hearing. Like from the run game perspective, executing all the read action stuff, like AR is on point. As far as how far they are in the depth chart and how much of the playbook they have installed, I do not have the information. I'll try to get that next show. But I'm hearing it's from that standpoint, the offense clicking and I'm running the new system with the RPO and the read action shit is clicking. They should be somewhat used to it anyway because Dan ran that similar shit. But we were just past happy for some odd reason in Dan Mullen's career as he like did this weird retirement or something. I don't know what he got going on.
Yeah, I don't know what Dan. It's fun. That's a great question.
Dan said he paid, and he don't even know what the fuck he got going on. He just say,
I really don't know.
I know I got money in my
account. He signed some shit with like one of these TV stations or something. I think he's on the network.
I think he's commentating.
Yeah, he's doing commentating or some shit. Nobody's gonna trust his ass with the program right now. Everybody saw him quit. That's the thing. Like, who finna give him the keys to some shit right now? He got to prove himself on a real small level again first. But might need to be an OC or some shit.
I still think the NFL thing had some reverence. Part of me thinks that's what he wanted to do. So
no, that's
definitely making a shot there. We'll see.
He was throwing his name in the hat. Nobody even said his name. He was throwing his shit out there.
That's a good agent, man. Put your name out there in the media. Jets considering Florida coach Dan Mullen. They're like, no, he's not.
Dan who?
Or are we? And then they gotta make calls. Are we? Or did y'all talk to Dan?
Who the hell called Dan Mullen?
That's good. Hey, like say
great. I think he's a good X and O guy. He's just like personnel, like him dealing with millionaires was just not gonna click. He didn't like the NIL shit. So having to deal with actual millionaires, I didn't see it like that being a work and a fit for him.
I gotta play him just because we pay him this amount of money. Yeah, Dan won't be with that shit, man.
I had to take him. Not gonna say it. Real quick, the defensive side of the ball, Shamar James. Yeah, I'm hearing is a linebacker that's pressing for like starting reps, man. Bernie, I think is out right now. Been a little dinged up, so it's been a lot of opportunity for Shamar James and Derek Wingo. Shamar James is jumped ahead of the depth chart. He's in front of Wingo. So right now, you got the 6-year senior with the freshman line up at linebacker. You couldn't ask for, like, if you got to play a young boy, that's the situation you want. Put him beside the veteran guy that knows everything, the general, and you can just pick up the keys, you know what I'm saying, do it from there. So I'm hearing great things about Shamar James, man. A young killer. Another, like, just young boys, man, making some noise. We speak about Devin Moore every show, so I ain't going to keep harping on stuff about him, but I'm hearing that his ceiling may be even higher than Jason Marshall. Like, just the upside of these kids, Kamari Wilson making a lot of noise. I don't think he's gonna get early opportunity because at the safety position you want for sure guys to kind of know, have experience when you're playing coming in with Utah. So I don't think we'll get a chance to see Kamari play a whole lot that first game, maybe on special teams. But the young corners, I think just by default they're gonna have to play. Jason Marshall also is a guy that's a little dinged up right now. Nothing crazy. He's dealing with a hamstring, but they want him resting healthy. Same thing with Ricky Pearsall. They're not going to rush those guys back. They want them fresh and healthy for game one. So with Marshall being down, there's been a lot of opportunity for the young boys to get some reps, man. Like I said earlier, Avery Ham is another guy that's taking advantage of the opportunity. Yeah, and climbing the depth chart and earning some reps, man. So secondary-wise, I feel good. Linebacker-wise, I feel good because I got the general back this year. We was missing him big time last year. So I feel good at the linebacker position. Only thing that's hunting me a little bit is defensive tackle. You know, it's just in the back of my mind. every time I see my man Watson at camp, I'm like, bro, what did he do all season, bro? He didn't like jog one time, you know.
Nothing.
And like that's the thing though, like you motherfuckers on campus, like the staff, you seen this dude, so I don't know, bro. Yeah,
they can't handcuff him to the treadmill, CJ.
I mean, yeah, you can be around it. It's up to you to make the decision. You know, to engage more.
Healthy eating habits and all that. Like I'm concerned, it's way like he's 4+, so it's way beyond just football at this point. You gotta love yourself and take care of yourself a little bit better, or you're not gonna be on this planet. You know,
agreed. That's a ton of weight, regardless. But it really is. You know, I'm a big boy, but for something in your teens still is crazy. Like,
real quick, there's a part of the Sanford episode where my man. Well, my man DeBose is getting his.
That's all I remember. That's
bro.
All I remember.
So in the middle of his Charlie White's fat joke, he stopped and
that
looked
shit
over
was
at
funny
you.
as hell. He looked at me, and
he's like, "Yeah, you ain't that fat."
He's like, and I was like, "Bitch, I'm fat, but I ain't motherfucking ride around in the goddamn scooter fat like that ain't me. I'm not disabled."
Let me say no offense, bro. Like shit.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell.
You want to talk to me in the first damn place? Ain't no damn no offense.
No, he was funny. That was my favorite shit.
Yeah,
that was
hilarious.
Shit.
No, that Oakland story had me fucking cackling, bro.
Oh yeah.
He a funny dude, yeah.
Ran into a white woman.
That shit was funny. That motherfucker paused, looked at me. Like, fuck you looking at me for? I wasn't in no scooter, bitch.
Black athletic dude running fast at me. You damn right I'm calling the police. It ain't for your situation.
No, y'all gotta see that interview. That interview is next level.
I told everybody about that.
Why,
that was like
unhanded.
That was the moment I took away. I was like, bro, he looked at me.
I didn't know what too.
I forgot about that till I watched it, and when it happened, bro, I was in this bitch cackling, bro. I'm talking about. It's towards the end of the show, so the cush big.
It's how he did it. Yeah, he froze. He looked at me.
That shit was hilarious, bro. And then you were like, your response was you were looking back at him like, why the fuck you looking at me?
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh yeah, don't listen. I want to say on the last show, I ain't got no qualms about being no big boy, and I ain't no bullshit on that. But I'm like, you talking about a motherfucker that couldn't even walk the field? Come on now. Right. I'm not that. But I think he understood that too. So that was what made it super funny. That's what
my man said
he's hilarious, man.
Said he accidentally made it to the NFL was hilarious too, bro. All that shit. Y'all gotta check that episode.
Y'all definitely gotta check that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna give away too much. That motherfucker say he definitely accidentally. Let me say that. You gonna work out. Run a 40. Shit.
That's what I do in my sleep.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, good conversation, man. I think that's all I got camp talk, man. Another worry of mine, and I don't have a whole lot of intel. I know our kicker situation didn't look the greatest since spring, so I want to monitor that as well. Special teams is key. Sometimes we forget about that shit, man. But
you only know the special teams when they suck. That's how I know. Like a couple years ago for us, we brought in a great punter who was a legacy kid. He was Fiegel's son, I think. And then we brought in the number one kicker. And then they sucked, and that's when everybody notices. So yeah, it ain't a thing until it's a thing. If they just do what they're supposed to do, ain't nobody talking about it. But when they're terrible, it's a thing. I think our special team should be solid. Lou Headley's 36. He'd be ready to retire from the NFL at this point. So we still got a good solid punter. Boris Gallis' little bro is looking good early too. So not really to report there. He should be doing what we expect. I think he can kind of continue on that trajectory. No doubt.
Real quick, Utah is still at a 2.5 point favorite on the road. The boys are also practicing in the summer. They turned their indoor facility, cut the heat all the way up.
All right.
Pumped the music up.
Hey, they did that shit to us in Michigan State. We kind of laughed. And then they came out, and I was
listen, I never laugh for that shit. Boys did the same.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing because the Swamp finna drain their ass. Shit, Mark my word, that shit different.
You talk straight though, bro. I ain't like them bitches legit.
No, they're a good team. But
yeah. I'm just
Oh
saying.
no, but especially going from Utah too. That is Utah.
If
too.
you're being real though,
that's a big.
It's
deal.
not really
What time is that game?
You got to respect it. At the end of the day, they're doing everything they can to prepare themselves for the environment they're going to be in.
Oh, it's a 3 o'clock game. No, night game. It's a night game.
Oh, they definitely might feel that then because they might feel that because it's cool in Utah, especially at night time. It's dry.
That shit matters to the team in the South.
It's gonna be 90 degrees. Sweating in Gainesville.
Bama right up the road, and if they come down to the swamp, they're gonna tell you the difference in humidity. It's one of it's top 5 humidity in the country. When you come to that swamp, and then the stadium, like that home field advantage, that's a real home field advantage we got right there, bro. That shit is real deal. That's why I'm glad we train in it. That's the advantage. They coming from the West Coast,
and that's why I'm saying I gotta we kind of laughed, last year.
Yeah, they gotta do something.
It's like, yeah, you gotta do something. Like you need.
Manny was practicing at night. Manny said, "Shit, let's wait till the sun go down."
Man, that motherfucker, that boy, yeah.
If
they if you want to be out there stargazing and shit.
Yeah, man, watch the sunset.
If you aren't training in those, if you aren't training in those conditions, then you're not taking it seriously. So I definitely, to be honest, I think it's more laughable to not try to crank up the heat and humidity and prepare yourself because that's what you're going into.
There's any Utah listeners listening, y'all ain't doing them but running y'all damn electric bill up, man. Y'all can get y'all ass
Utah listeners, oh no, man, they can't listen to nothing like this.
They got one, they got 1 or 2. It's 3 listening right now.
Got to stay with this shit.
And the people in Lee, exactly. They listen to this, boy. The first 5 minutes, boy.
Let's go, love you.
The first 5 minutes, the damn police be knocking on their door, boy.
Love you. Y'all do y'all thing, man. Kick their ass. Handle the business now. They ain't that good, promise you. They got a guy.
And we got guys. You see that blue chip ratio, man. We got guys. We got some players. They're gonna find out. Y'all every year y'all find out we got guys when the draft happens. Like, God damn, well, Florida has some killers, huh? Yeah, we got guys, bro. Always got some guys. They find out about him when we get a new coach every time. Like, damn, he good? Yeah, dog. Where we at with it, man? National news, dog. Get some national news. I just want to hit that like button while y'all at it.
And if y'all not listening live,
do I want to have this talk
please remember to go and give us that 5-star rating on whatever you listen on, man. Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, I don't know what else y'all got out there. Stitcher, I think. Are we on Stitcher?
Nobody using that shit, man. Nobody use Stitcher.
I think there's a few, but yeah.
Terror.
Most people use iTunes, Apple Podcasts, but hey, it made some people too.
Oh, no doubt.
So whatever you listening to us on, hey, that love is absolutely free. Help supports the show. Helps gets us in the algorithms, man. Boost us up. So, don't be like, I get it, but I get it, but I don't. But like, y'all know them haters / lovers that be like, they love this underground artist and they don't want nobody else to get in on their secret. Don't do us like that, man. Let everybody know. Don't hide us from the world. Like, oh, this is the best shit, the underground radio. Nah, man, we try and eat. We try and eat, which continues to give you guys the best content you can get. So we ain't gonna change. We ain't gonna get cookie cutter. We ain't gonna get too clean cut. That's our bread and butter. So what you hear is never going to change. It just can get to a larger audience. So show love, man. What we got on the national scene?
AP Top 25 drop, man.
Yes, sir.
Of course, man. Leading the league. Top dog, Alabama coming in at 1. Ohio State 2. Georgia 3. Clemson
Miami
4. No, Clemson 4.
No, that's Brett.
Oh, so my bad.
It don't matter. Don't do that. We got time. Let's keep it going, man.
No, all good. Notables 7 is Utah, who we face. So we get a top 10 matchup out the gate.
Wow. Yeah. Top 10 matchup. Y'all in the top 10.
Well, top 10 opponent.
Yeah, the opponent. Yeah, it's not a top 10 matchup.
Miami comes in at 16.
Yeah, man.
Anything noticeable?
Florida's at 38. Can't see it on this list. But somebody told me y'all was 38.
I don't know if people really count
laughing
like
at
after
y'all.
25.
Y'all ain't 38.
I don't think it's 38. I think it's like 34 or some shit like that. I don't want to sit here and
34,
count
okay.
like, but none of this shit matters. You know, just like recruiting and May don't matter, right?
None of it matters.
When they drop the final 25 of these motherfuckers, then they're gonna be the same vibes of like the recruiting is now gonna be summer shit and just talk about spring recruiting. But
nothing matters until you strap them up.
I don't think nothing is
I'm not a fan of preseason rankings at all. And everybody that's been listening to us for the last year knows Land's theory of 1 through 4 and the rest of y'all. I don't want it that way. I'd like a lot more parity. So, hopefully we get that this year. I don't hate the early list of, 4 is Clemson, 5 Notre Dame, A&M, Utah, Michigan, Oklahoma, Baylor, Oregon. I think all those teams could be disruptive. I don't know if there's a champion amongst them all, but I think you got a couple of guys that could spoil someone's season. I will say that. I think Arkansas could be a big season, ruiner, depending on who they got to play this year. Kentucky could be one of those teams. Cincinnati, I don't think they're gonna do much at all. They're 23.
I don't believe in Ole Miss this year either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I skipped over them on purpose. I don't have a lot of faith in Ole Miss as of right now. But the very top of the top, the only grievance I have is probably Clemson, just because their quarterback play was so poor last year. And
I can see Clemson being right this out. The reason I say that is
4. Give me 8-ish until I see some better quarterback play. That's my only grievance. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, the reason I say that is, Clemson started out really slow, right? As far as last year, they finished 10-3. 10-3, and they were a really young team. They were playing a lot of young guys, not just test with the quarterback. A lot of true freshmen on the Will Shipley, running back, was a true freshman. The defensive tackle, number 1 player in the nation, Brian Breeze, he was a true. So it was a lot of young guys or whatever that they were playing. So I think Clemson, it was a rebuild year because you got to remember the previous year they lost Trevor and a lot of other guys too. But I do think the quarterback is going to be what puts them over the top in regards to if they could get back to, ACC championship, playoff contender type of Clemson. They could be on the tail end, but I as far as the rankings, I do think they should be top 10. 10-3, a lot of young talent. So I can understand them being top 10. I can understand your gripe with being 4. Just my point is, I know they started off 4, and a lot of people kind of started off slow rather last year, and a lot of people rolled them off. But Clemson got on the run last year, still had a 10-win season.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely cleaned up well.
It ain't hard to win 10 games in the ACC.
ACC got 5 teams ranked
right now.
Yeah, because y'all play each other.
Schedule
schedule matters in setting this shit.
How many Bama?
You still got to win them. So I don't know. Yeah, we got 5. I don't know how many SEC have early.
6.
6. Okay. Then the Big Ten has 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they got
4. Yeah, they got 4. So it gets a little, it mixes up a little bit more after that. This year, I honestly think, part of what I've always said was it's 1 through 4 and the rest of them. I think this year, and unless we see a team kind of emerge, kind of like Auburn with Cam Newton.
Hell no, I definitely don't see that.
No, I don't see it. But
yeah,
what I'm saying is right now, I really think it's really about 3 teams. Now, if you get a,
I mean, it's been like that within the
that
last couple of years, though. It's been like that forever, to be honest with you.
I've been giving 4 teams credit. I've been giving 4 teams like a legit shot. This is the first year that I'm like, I really don't feel like anything out of those top 3 really has a shot at winning it all. But I could be wrong. So we'll see. So we'll see if we got like a weird, Cam Newton Auburn type team. I don't think
so because we got no Cam Newton Auburn type of players.
Right. I don't either. I don't think we got that. So top 3 are probably going to be your champions. Unless Clemson could bounce back if they can get some really good quarterback play. And that's been their bread and butter during all of these title runs and title contentions. So if they can get some good quarterback play, they'll be right there.
I ain't got Cam Newton, but I got him. I got him.
He's a guy.
I got him.
Well, speaking of your Florida could be one of those teams, but I doubt it though.
I got him. I ain't gonna do all that national.
Well, no, I mean, remember that. I mean, that year Auburn won it all. They weren't ranked. So,
I'm not getting on all no fanboy stuff. And saying
no, it ain't even that.
Title. I'm just trying to get my take off, bro. But I'm not gonna get on no fanboy stuff and say we're gonna make a national title run, nothing like that. But boy's a real deal, and only thing gonna stop him is an injury. If he healthy, I don't think many quarterbacks gonna have a better season than him. Maybe 1 or 2, but that's him.
Yeah, and my bad. I wasn't trying to really interrupt, but I mean, if that's the thing that people kind of forget about that season when we talk about Cam's season, they weren't ranked.
But everybody was expecting that shit, though. Everybody was kind of anticipating that shit from Cam.
At that time, I did not remember that. I did not think Auburn was going to be that. I remember Cam's name. I remember him, leaving Florida. And, it started off and the rumbling started going. And then
he was NIL and it. They were auctioning it off for him, bro. Damn near.
I remember.
He was him. He killed college. He won the way he did in JUCO at Blinn was insane.
Yep,
everybody knew this was him. Like this kid was different.
But
nobody knew national title, but they was expecting
right, and that's what I mean. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah,
that's what I mean. National title was gonna be so hard. And then when you look at the rest of that roster, ultimately, who ended up having NFL career to speak of? Cam. It's really about it. So they came in unranked. We knew Cam had obviously a lot of potential.
He carried that shit. That roster was shit.
Yeah, and he balled out. Cam was special. That season was special. I remember sitting in the hotel room in Tallahassee because we were going to the game that night. It was Florida State, Miami, and watching Cam versus Alabama. And going, holy shit, this motherfucker is like, I knew I was witnessing something special. And, ultimately he wrapped it up and made it all happen. And that's special. So could AR be that this year? Absolutely. He's in the mold. He's got to stay healthy. He's got to, he's got to have a little bit of luck fall his way, but luck falls on the side of the talented, so that makes sense. But yeah, it could be a crazy, weird year. I kind of hope it is. I don't want y'all to win it all, obviously, but it's always fun to mix up what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, that's just like false. That'd be false expectations of we could possibly make it. No, just let the season play out. Game 1 to take care of itself. It's a big opportunity for him. I like the energy I'm getting from my man, bro. They was inside the new indoor facility. Shout out to the new indoor, man. Shit looking gas. Not indoor, players, football only facility. He was in there and they were just casually taking pictures of them boys enjoying it. And if you crop in and zoom into his locker, he had just clippings of who people think are the top quarterbacks and Spencer Rattler name and some other guys was on that list. I just like his energy. He's been real quiet, locked into the bunker of just getting the playbook, leading being a man amongst men. You know what I'm saying? Like a king. So I'm excited, dog. He's humble. He's chill. He's quiet. We're gonna see what they do. He just gotta stay healthy. We seen him jump over people and with the speed. Like he running a 4.40, a verified speed. He's just in that same type of mode, bro. You got a quarterback that can just make things happen. Like he can score from any spot on the field. He touched the ball every play. So I like that.
Fellas, we get the super producer a shout out.
No, man, he donated to himself. That's Harlan.
Yeah. Say, man, whoever y'all producer is, he the GOAT.
He tipped himself.
Hey, shout out to Reese though. Reese Henderson, man. Say shout out y'all. Oh shoot, my bad. Say shout out y'all boys.
We can't show Harlan though. Harlan, you are the GOAT, man. We appreciate you, young boy.
I can watch the pen.
Shout out to Reese though. Reese said, shout out to y'all boys, getting me through the week up here. And okay, what's up? What's up, Reese?
Okinawa.
Yeah, shout out to Reese. That's my
I had
guy,
a homeboy born in Okinawa, man.
Reese, we gotta have a conversation too, man. We are about to have a conversation too about getting off those tickets, man. Appreciate the donation.
Oh, Anthony Johnson said he gonna be there in 14 days.
Okinawa, man. One of my homeboys is born there. Shout out my boy Mike. He used to tell us that, and we used to be like, man, shut the fuck up. You weren't born no Okinawa. But yeah, it turns out as we got older, he definitely was. Shout out to Miggy, Mike.
All right, well, we got my bad, fellas. I know I stepped away real quick.
Hell no.
No, we were just talking a little AR shit, man. We off of that. We just still in national talk. Potential game changer for NCAA. Rules are changing surrounding student athletes' benefits. Schools may now pay parking expenses and tickets.
Man, a lot of motherfuckers. That's a game changer.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about that.
Well, you want to get your degree with them tickets, boy.
This is what I don't like about it. Now they just gonna get arrogant and just park wherever.
Oh yeah.
That's what I don't like about it.
But do that shit. Park everywhere, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Motherfucker gonna pull up right in the front of the classroom.
No, that is dope though, man. Because I seen people get damn up at the damn. Oh no, you ain't getting this degree, motherfucker, till you pay these damn parking fees. Like I done seen people get jammed up with it.
Yeah,
a lot of these campuses it's hard to find parking too, like real hard.
Bruh, it's impossible. That's why the scooters were big in Tallahassee for such a long time, because you can just park them motherfuckers anywhere. But even the kids with the scooters, like we seen with traffic tickets, kids get in trouble with them, they get citations and shit. They gotta go to court. It's just been an unnecessary thing. I think these kids, and shout out to Billy when he got to Gainesville. There's a big field right in front of all the athletic facilities right there, right off of Stadium Miguel, coincidentally. Big open field that they use during the game for people to park. He designated that for all the players. Like, you guys don't have to pay to park or park in the student parking lot. Don't worry about your cars getting towed and tickets. There's a lot there for you guys to park at any time, and it's secured, locked. All this shit is safe, so it's pretty dope. NCAA should have been doing shit like this, man. Y'all already know y'all ain't taking care of these kids. 9 times out of 10, like their parents ain't got no money to be paying for no tickets. Man, they shouldn't be having to deal with this type of shit. So I think that's dope that the schools can now take care of these boys.
And give these boys more than 4 damn tickets too, man. God damn.
And just like we got Ajay Hall on this shit, and that's pretty much what he got in trouble for, trying to take the boot off his car. He's been reinstated back at Texas, but that's why I was like, bro, when I see shit like boots and tow truck drivers with college football players, you see it all the time. I'm getting in shit with these tow truck drivers and boots. It shouldn't be a thing. You gotta be responsible, but it's also hard to park in all these college towns, man. The tow truck drivers are hunting. If you live in a college town, you park your shit somewhere, you better have your head on the swivel, because they're gonna pull up on your shit.
I know firsthand, man. That's everything. You ain't been in Tally unless you've been told before, man. I know firsthand.
I got told in Tally as a jit.
Dog. Man, listen.
Part of that apartment complex, thought shit was sweet.
Okay, all right, catch your ass slipping. But at certain time of night, boy, they going hunting. Boy, if you're not in that visitors, boy, it's a rat. You ain't got that sticker. Yeah, you might as well chalk it up as an L that next morning, boy.
See, there ain't no culture where I'm from. I live in West Palm, bro. So
I'm from Tallahassee. Well, I'm from here, so kind of I ain't really experienced that type of shit, like being from Tallahassee, because I wasn't really. Once I got out here, I was out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, places I was going, it wasn't no towing the park and all. It wasn't no college places or whatever. It wasn't no college apartments or whatnot. So once I got to that age, so my first store was at the club. Matter of fact, man. So we park at down, it's Chubby's, matter across the street. So we parked at across the street was at Albertson's parking lot.
Right.
So stupid as fuck, right? I dumbass park over there, this, that, and other. We come out, we cross the street, man. Like everybody running to their damn cars, trying to get into their shit, get missed, to get it out of the way because they was lurking. It was about 3 or 4 of them within the parking lot. So just my damn luck.
We're like roaches, man. When the lights
like roaches,
on, man.
Shit be scattered. So just my damn luck, man. My car was one of the cars that was already gotten, man. So I had to pay that $100+ to get out that night, easy. Real crazy. But yeah, that's shout out to the NCAA for that. And we got it's someone is not on the dock, but I do want to talk about, man. Deion Sanders making moves. So Jackson State hires former Minnesota Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer for an analyst role. Deion tweeted this out, man. We just got a new highly experienced analyst to help propel Jackson State football to the next level. My former DB coach of the Dallas Cowboys and dear friend Mike Zimmer. Glad I don't have to pay you because I can't afford it.
I was ready to say, I said, he must be doing this for charity.
Right.
I know Deion got a spin to this shit because he swear he ain't getting paid either.
Right. He swear he ain't getting paid. But I know Jackson State budget down straight for, Mike Zimmer definitely doing this more so for just looking out for Deion for the love of that, man. But that's dope to hire him as an analyst, a former NFL head coach. And we know we got Hugh Jackson, of course. He's a former NFL head coach. He's the actual head coach at Grambling. But to have an NFL head coach as a off the field guys, nuts, man. Shout out to Deion for that.
And shout out to Prime.
Boy, doing this thing.
Yeah.
I seen Jalen Ramsey, also Derwin James and Kevin Bird are part of an investors group. They bought a cycle league team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, NCL Racing. Boy. Yeah. Boys investing in that. It says it's pretty big within the country as far as the following and stuff like that. So to put something behind it, the boys could be into something moving forward, with a payout in return. So the boys investing their money into different places, man, trying to get that generational wealth.
This is like bicycling, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice, man.
I mean, hey, get ahead of something. I mean, that's the thing about business and investing. Everything isn't going to pan out. Everybody has, fear of missing out, FOMO. So, you got to take a risk. Sometimes the risk pays off. Sometimes it doesn't. You take calculated risk.
I think it's calculated as hell.
Yeah. You take calculated risk and hope for the best. So I absolutely salute them. There's a big fan base there. And it just, needs to probably be tapped into. So salute to those guys that diversifying their portfolio.
No doubt. CJ, Miles Brennan lost the LSU job and retired right after that, man.
That shit was crazy.
That was nuts, man. What you hearing from the quarterback room? First of all,
so this is weird, right? This is real. It was. Let's spin it to another take. So, all of he had a bunch of NIL deals, right, leading up into the season.
Yeah.
So they were saying, I read something about they still have to pay out or whatever. So that's interesting as well. That that those NIL deals, him to retire, he's still going to be paid from his elite running off on the plug. But yeah, from what I'm hearing about that in this crazy, as far as the backstories, is Jaden Daniels is probably going to end up being a starting quarterback for Notre Dame leading up to week 1. And you guys aren't familiar with Jaden Daniels. He's a former Arizona State quarterback. If FSU fans, even with them big through recruiting, specifically FSU fans, that was one of the quarterbacks when we had Sam Howell committed that Willie was recruiting also.
Yeah, then I got CJ up out of here. So when he said Willie, he got to
Louis thought that Willie should get
him out of here.
Motherfucker out of here.
Fucking brought Willie back in the mix.
Boy, nobody hear that bullshit ass lies.
Hey, man, Corey,
started that shit.
Shout out to Corey Bender at On 3, man. He just reported that some word circling around that Francois Mouguay and Malik Bryant may be decommitting.
No, not already, man. Who said that, man?
Shout out to Corey Bender at the great folks at On 3.
Corey Bender? Yeah. He a Gator reporter, right? For
yeah. He shoots straight. Just throwing the vibes out there. Let the people know what's rumoring around in these streets, man. What the smoke is.
Who's the report for?
On 3.
On 3, okay.
Yeah.
They ain't really. But okay.
Now Corey the plug when it comes to like on our side of shit. Like he keeps it straight. He's a straight shooter. Whatever misses we had and whatever he's been blamed for some misses as well, but he's just a straight shooter. And there's a smoke out there. I mean, I said one of those names to you guys already. That ain't even no secret. I think a lot of people that's close to these football programs know the offensive lineman is looking around because that's just a thing. And then NIL, it's going to be a little different than, like I said, we talk about the decommits and what it was in the past. It's going to be different this time because, like, it's greenbacks really involved, you know? Like, there's just only so much, bro. These kids, they're kids, you know? So when it's around that type of shit, the NIL and all that, it's just going to be weird, man, until signing day.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, you know, me personally, I follow more recruiting now for, you know, sake of the show. But outside of that, I'm just like, hey, they're kids. They're going. That'll
be a dagger though. If these kids to commit like a couple months later, I think that would be a dagger to like perception wise. It may not be.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Perception wise, that would be nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome back, my guy.
Yeah, my bad. No, I was trying to. No, I was trying to.
Willie, they got you out of here.
I was trying to look at that LSU roster, end up clicking on the wrong damn fucking link and got a StreamYard. But yeah, my bad, fellas. Back to the point. Jaden Daniels, you guys remember that was one of the quarterbacks that really was recruiting. It was out of him, Sam Howell. So a lot of FSU fans wanted Jaden Daniels, said we should have picked Jaden Daniels over Sam Howell within that recruitment. So this is an interesting backstory into that, but he's probably going to be the starting quarterback. He's currently battling with Garrett Newthomer, the sophomore. He got hurt earlier within camp. He's back practicing now. He was a perceived leader at one point in time, but that injury kind of pushed things back. And then those comments about Jaden Daniels, you know, having to learn the offense, well, not learn the offense, but just learn like terminology and how to drop back and all type of shit. So yeah, that shit food. But nah, so my bad for y'all. I guess I kind of jumped in. Y'all was talking about some recruitment or something.
Oh no, what were we just talking about?
Oh, some decommitment. So
Corey Bennett just reported that a possible Francis Muagwai and Malik Bryant decommitments. Corey Bennett from
all right, keep fucking around, man. That season start, y'all motherfucker be behind us.
I'm trying to tell you,
fuck around. I'm saying it's gonna be real fun to revisit, boy, because it was some big shit talked on, some real big shit. It ain't fun. We say it ain't fun no more, right? That's what you say. It ain't funny. Well, it ain't funny no more. yeah. Well, it ain't funny no more. That's all I got.
It's all good. I don't change shit. It's my draws. You know what I mean?
You gotta change them.
Yeah.
Because y'all about to shit them. Out the way.
All right, man. I'm tired, bro.
After pissing down your leg, you gotta change your draws, bro.
Right. You're right. Definitely.
Please say land sleep. No, I ain't sleep, dog. I'm sleep E. I've been up all motherfucking day.
That's it. Mario. I guess this is the second way Mario was talking about. We proceeded with something else.
Yeah. Shut up.
He said, y'all didn't see nothing yet.
They asked they was in the spaces. They asked Gabby about the wave. Gabby was like, "What wave?" Wait, there's no wave.
It's whatever, dog. It's whatever. Hey, games gotta get played, right? Like you said. So.
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta do a little convincing. That's fair. Gotta do a little convincing.
Shout out to,
I think we can.
I think you put the Draymond Green had a rolling station at his wedding. That shit fire, bro.
Yeah, that's dope.
I just couldn't pull that off at my shit, man. My parents too super safe for that type of shit, man. All my aunts and stuff would have been really talking shit about
couldn't put it off at mine, bro. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's dope though. When you're rich, it don't matter what your family thinking shit, right?
Right, yeah. Like, hey, leave. I told y'all ain't want to hang out too long anyway. But yeah, I think that was dope, man. That was a tremendous look. Yeah, he had a rolling station, man. So you just go over there and you know, grab you a nice joint, and
it should be socially accepted, man. It's a vice. They got open regular bars, man. Like, give the smokers an option. And them boys fire one up, man. If the facility allowed.
Yeah, I thought that was beautiful to see. Shout out to Draymond. One of my favorite NBA personalities,
for sure,
probably ever.
For sure.
You know, he's up there, man. He's up there with Charles
Ever
Barkley,
is Chuck.
which is
Chuck's
that's Chuck. Chuck's my guy, and that's what I love their rivalry. And I think they both make tremendous points.
Man,
and,
Chuck would have cooked Draymond ass though, boy. Chuck
I think on the court,
business. Oh my God, he would abuse Draymond.
Chuck was different.
He was
I agree, but I like. You know, Draymond's, he got that same.
He got. I like the mindset, the energy.
Yeah, he ain't backing down. Like he ain't. Nah,
yeah,
he
Chuck would have. Chuck gave his ass that work though. That should have got.
Chuck was a gangster, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was my guy. That was my favorite guy growing up.
Likewise,
early '90s.
Likewise, yeah, that's one of my favorite guys. Then later, when you find out who these people are, and you're like, man, get Chuck the fuck out of here. He's funny and shit. Chuck a different guy, bro.
Never meet your heroes.
Never meet your heroes.
Shout out Draymond. For having the rolling station, man. Something we should see more often. And I'm gonna tell you what, I saw the joints that got rolled, man. Them things look professional, man. Them things look like, you know, a nice little cigarillo, man. Good
hey, bro, as much money as he made, they better.
Damn right. Damn right. What else we got?
Y'all got the shout outs?
I had roller stations at everything if I was rich, boy. What are you talking about? Baby showers and shit.
I was in baby showers and shit.
Thanksgiving.
Roller
station over there in the corner. Y'all good?
Yeah, right next to the rotisserie.
Yeah. Right. Kids' birthday parties or the station over there.
Hey, you need it there.
It's next to the bounce house.
Next to the bounce house. Kids knocking that shit over, man.
Right.
I love it. I do want to get real quick, man.
Go ahead.
Cause if not, Harlan gonna be like blowing my phone up. Like, bro, you forgot. We got some Patreon pick and pools that's going on. Join our Patreon. Right now, there's a standard straight up pick winner, a point spread winner, pick straight up winners. I don't know. I don't play pick 'em, so I don't know the culture of pick 'em. But we got a lot of prizes, a lot of cash, a lot of giveaways with cash. Gramco products, merch, join, man. We got point spread, pick them as well. Higher the confidence, the more the points with point spread. You know, join our Patreon also for the content. Interviews like the Sanford 3 gonna come out first on Patreon. Also, you get access to our tailgates. We ain't talking about the Florida State tailgates pulling up in New Orleans. What are we talking about? Dog, I'm finna have a fucking blast, man. I keep getting mentions from random Florida State fans saying they pulling up with the loud. Match me. We're not going to exchange joints, but I'll have a joint for you. Right? The loudest of louds, gummies on deck, seltzer drinks on deck.
Hell no, we ain't changing no points, especially that monkeypox going around.
Yeah, you can't be just exchanging joint with the monkeypox in the air.
Right.
Shout outs.
Yeah, man. I was going to give a shout out to everybody who donated to the kids' jersey, to the damn jersey drive for the Part 1 team, man. Appreciate y'all.
Drive.
Right, I'm trying to get the words out, man. To the fundraiser for the football kids to get their jerseys and their travel packs and stuff like that. Really appreciate that. The fundraiser ends on Friday, so if you guys still want to donate, hit me up to get it done. But appreciate y'all, man. Y'all came through last year, man. Y'all coming through again, man. These kids 100% had the best jerseys within the A50 by far. Kids loved it, man. They really enjoyed the reveal of it. So if we could do it again, that'd be real dope.
That's love.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, just shout out to all the support we get. Shout out Mama for kicking it, the first parts of the show. I told y'all Mom be listening. I think people thought I'd be capping. I was like, bro, my mom really listened for a few minutes. So it was super dope to see her pull up, man. I don't even know how she got the link, but yeah, shout out, Mom. I love you, Mama. That was dope.
That's dope. My mom been started listening. You let that N-word fly too much.
Oh, nigga the N-word ain't gonna bother too much. It's the rest of them.
I don't like none of that, bro. You just judging me.
Yeah.
And just shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate all the fans, man. All the love, all the energy. This thing is growing real fast. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend, man. We blessed to have this platform. We blessed to have y'all supporting us every time we pull up to these lives, man. So peace and blessings.
Yes, sir.
We out.
You gotta end this up.
Oh shit, man! Anybody gonna tell me nothing, bro? I got me looking crazy.
I just wanted to get like a good pause. Yeah, I think Harlan said he had to leave.
Got it.
Yeah, because I think